Hi, my name is ILKIN, and I'm the author of Blue Mountain Mist. I go by Hannah, and I'm doing another entry today, and this one has to do with lemon. Now, historically, Hannah wrote about lime, but Lucifer does everything backwards from Hannah, so he picked lemon versus lime. Lemon now, today in Ontario, we have a whole area called Lemonville. Now, how did that come into play? And this is very important for the psychology of humans when we do the future. Lemonville was an area that was supporting Hannah. Remember, Hannah was the trademark lady. Technically, Hannah is worth $40 billion. She generated Uber, she did the trademarks, Blue Mountain Mist, she did a lot of things. Now, this site is the authentic site. When she did all these things, and she refused to give the richest the remaining, they put the territory that supported Hannah down and called it Lemonville. Hannah, being lime, has wrote about military history, and that's a completely different story. We're not going to even touch that. That's part of the she's splitting the project in two, and that is part of the collection of 20,000 AD. And she was counseled to do that because it gives kids the opportunity, if they know the story, to design it themselves, and she's completely okay with that. But in terms of lemon now, it has to do with Hannah. They see Hannah as a threat, as a lemon. But in Hannah's mind, that is just them trying to grab money. Now, why do they have that grabbing capacity? Remember, Hannah studied Iraq immensely and looked for alternatives to war in 2003. They have that grabbing capacity, and every country has it for a different reason. When they bring up a chopper, an Apache chopper, into the air for probably about 5-10 minutes, it's $9,000. And these guys travel the globe with their nuclear warheads and their tanks and, their helicopters. We're talking $9,000. Women have to work a whole year, some, to generate $9,000. Some lower end clerks, we have to work a whole damn year. So what Hannah tried to do is generate alternatives to war, and this is very important. So her 2003 story is coming up again, but this time the attack came to Canada, and they're looking for a grab. They didn't realize something, that the war actually started, hidden war started in overseas, and involved the Turkology bit of her brother in 1998. So these are two raised apart siblings, just to give you a quick overview, based off the authentic story on a very, very messy story. When it started overseas, Russia got involved, all the Latvian countries, Estonia, all of them got involved, China got involved, everyone got involved now. Everyone's trying to bring out, lift up that helicopter at $9,000 for 15 minutes. Hannah's trying to maneuver the militaries globally to make it green. This is part of the real evolve, and how messy this true story is. And that is why the story is being split, and you're getting, one is the summary version, the most important points, and the other is the 20,000 AD, which is the full collection and full events of everything that went on. So it's actually a very, very interesting story. The problem is, these guys got very, very sensitive because they used certain things that Hannah knew, and certain things that the Americans would do to be better militaries, and made a mockery of them overseas. So it became a back and forth. And then at one point in conflict, and this is really ugly, they took certain things that Hannah wrote about and actually did it to certain armed forces, and it was really not good. Telling soldiers, certain things that were just not a good thing. It was just not a good series of events. But Hannah doesn't care about any of that. We are trying to simply take Russia, take China, take India, take the United States and Canada, and greenify the armed forces through the proposals that she is presenting. Now, these proposals are very, very important. It is the future. It's actually a fantastic project. What she doesn't want is not one person killed or teardrop. And because Lucifer's doing everything backwards, it became a pull between him and her. He considered it as her being not a Jew. He wanted that whole grab to himself only, in pushing Jews. Hannah did not want that, because competition is what makes intelligence. And it's the fact that he didn't think about the position of women or children in the conflict, as there was a lot of violence in Canada. So to summarize it, this is actually a very fantastic project. It guides humans through new green industry. It's worth a lot of money. We need every single personnel. We don't want one person injured. We need people up and running and healthy to be able to actually watch one female, and she is injured, horribly injured, to finish this project. And that is the key. She was not supposed to have lived. The best doctors are on her, but she did manage to survive. And we want to push all the defamation or anything like that. If there was, they tend to make certain countries like you, but we don't want that either. We want the whole globe just to watch one female, ranked number one in the globe, to actually finish this project. And this project has to do with global history. So like I said, we need every single personnel, and for every single human out there that knows a different language, if you follow along, you actually might make some money. So it's very, very clever how this female maneuvered it. But she was very saddened yesterday. Like I said, we are still technically in conflict, as the United States teamed up with China and backstabbed Canada, and it was really, really ugly. So we are praying for the safety of all our people. We don't want anybody coming to Canada right now, because they are still under threat. And what is even scarier is someone who tagged Hannah may have changed the software inside her to protect her, because if she gets killed, a lot more people are gonna follow. And that was done for the benefit of a different country. So we are, they are trying to negotiate and protect and etc. We actually need all human personnel right now without one single death. So that is where we are today. Thank you and have a good day.